Hello people, this is my 33-week update. Okay, so this is pretty much the point in my pregnancy where I just start feeling like I don't want to do anything aside from like sitting on the couch eating cookie dough. Really, not even the cookies. And then maybe like some Reese's peanut butter cups too. Just anything. I just want to say that I don't want to do anything. That might make me sound lazy, but that's pretty much how I'm feeling. Maybe some brownies. So the past couple weeks have been super busy, which is maybe the reason why I don't feel like doing anything. I'm like tired all the time because I'm so busy like doing so many things. I overload myself and give myself many challenges, but that's life, you know what I mean? My family and I planned like this Halloween pumpkin decorating extravaganza kind of party, and my family actually ended up throwing me like a surprise baby shower, which was so nice of them. It was so sweet. Something I was totally not expecting because this is my third. I didn't even have a baby shower with my second, so it was very surprising and super nice, and I'm really thankful for that. What else? I'm looking down because I always have my notes. A weight gain this week. Well, not this week. Throughout my pregnancy, I'm up 32 pounds, which isn't too shabby. Not too bad here. Could be worse. Could be worse. I had an appointment this week. I had an appointment yesterday, and everything is going really well. The main thing with that appointment is I wanted to see if baby was still breech or head down, and because a week ago or so, maybe a little more than a week ago, I felt like the baby had turned head down because I started feeling the hiccups really low. So I was like, oh please, like don't be breech, even though technically at 33 weeks the baby can still be flipping and turning around, but I don't make small babies and there's not a lot of room in here, so you know, I was hoping that the baby would be head down, and sure enough, the baby's head down. The baby's kind of off to the side a little bit, the doctor said, but at least the head is in that vicinity, and yeah, it's a low chance of the baby the baby being breech by the time I need to deliver, which is good news for me because I was getting a little worried. The word breech just, you know, kind of makes me nervous. Other things that have been making me nervous a lot is thinking about labor and delivery. And I think this is just normal. Like, there's so many unknown variables that happen during labor and delivery. And I am kind of a planner, and I feel like I need to plan like, okay, who's going to be watching my kids? When is it going to happen? And I can't plan that. I mean, aside from the fact that if I have an induction. But a lot of people have been telling me, oh, with my third, I went early. I went late with my first two, and my third was early. I'm like, don't tell me the horror stories, because I want to go late with this baby. My first two babies were 42-weekers, and I'm just kind of in my mind preparing for another 42-week baby for a couple of reasons. If you are new to my channel, you don't know this, but if you do know this, one of my daughters is born November 27th. She was 2 weeks late, and this baby's due date is November 30th, so I'm like hoping it goes a little into December for a couple of reasons. And then my first daughter, her birthday is December 27th, so it's a lot packed into those months, as you know, with Thanksgiving and the holidays, Christmas, and we also have a wedding anniversary. It's a lot going on at the end of the year for us. But yeah, so I planned my daughter's birthday party for November 26th, and then in my mind, I'm like, if the baby comes anytime after that, I will be so okay with that. But where was I going with that? Oh, I can't plan it. So unless I have an induction, which would be kind of nice, but even with my last induction, I was supposed to go in at like 5 a.m. to be induced, but it was around Thanksgiving, so the hospital was full, and they called me and they were like, hey, hang out for a few hours, and I didn't end up going into the hospital until 5 p.m., so a couple of my like babysitters and family members fell through, and yeah, it's just crazy. You can't plan childbirth, and it's kind of making me overwhelmed a little bit, because I'm like, who's gonna watch my kids? What's gonna be happening? You know, all the things that are unknown, and you just have to roll with and deal with when the moment comes. Anyway, that was a side note. I don't even know how I got started on that tangent. We'll move along anyway. This week I've obviously been feeling like really big movements and jabs and like basically punching bag motions. And what else? Oh, I've been going to the bathroom like, I don't know, every 5 seconds it feels like. It's getting kind of annoying. I'm going through toilet paper at like a rapid pace, and that's kind of annoying too. I feel like I need to stock up again before I go into labor, so I don't have to like be buying toilet paper when I'm a week postpartum. Anyway, Braxton Hicks contractions, they're happening, and that makes me happy. They're kind of annoying sometimes, but you know, it's my body preparing, so it's a good thing. What else? Oh my gosh, Charlie horses, which I experienced a little bit with my last pregnancy. This pregnancy, I've gotten them a couple of times, just like in the middle of the night, I'll wake up and my leg will be like, oh, cramped, and I'll be like, oh my gosh. It is not a good feeling, and it hasn't happened in a few days. It's only happened a couple of times. It happens just in my calves, and then sometimes when I like stretch my feet, you know, it happens in my toes, and I'm like, no. Yeah, so I don't know how to avoid that. Obviously eating, I don't know, potassium will help with cramps. That's what I'm assuming, because other cramps, they help with that as well. So, yeah, I've just been eating a little better, and I feel like that's been helping, but obviously I'm feeling huge. No surprise there. I am pretty huge. Also getting the comment every single day, oh, any day now? I'm like, well, I mean, define any day, because technically it is any day, but yeah, technically I still have a couple months left, a month and a half, or if I go later, 2 months, and yeah, when I tell people that, they're like, how much bigger can you expand? And so it's kind of just making me feel bigger. Also, what's making me feel bigger is the fact that my maternity clothes are getting tighter. How is that possible? I feel like when I bought them, they were like kind of loose, and I was like feeling good, and now they're just like sausage casing on my body. So I really don't feel like buying more maternity clothes, and the maternity clothes that I have saved from the past are all like long sleeve and turtleneck and like, winter weather, which I live in Florida. There is no winter here, so they've kind of just been wasting away in my closet, and I'm like, why do I even save these? Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, my clothes are getting tighter and pretty much nothing fits, and I still have a while to go, and baby has a lot to grow. Baby's gonna get like twice this weight. Baby weighs like 4 pounds, give or take, and is like, I think like 18 inches is what I read. I could be wrong. 16 inches, 18 inches, somewhere around there, which is pretty big, but yeah, nowhere near the weight that it will be when I deliver. Anyway, swollen feet, that has also happened. I had Taco Bell one time this week. Biggest mistake of my life, because the next day my feet were swollen, and I was like, it has to be because of all the salt that was in the Taco Bell. Like, Taco Bell is so delicious. Can we all acknowledge that and agree on that? It's delicious, but I don't know what they put in it to make it so delicious. A pound of salt. My body was swollen the next day, and I was like, I can't do Taco Bell anymore. Not that we do Taco Bell frequently anyway, but you know, want some tacos every once in a while. What else? Oh my gosh, my wedding ring sometimes gets so, It's loose right now, which is nice. I think toward the end of the day, if I've been like up all day and I'm swollen or whatever, I don't mean up all day, I mean like on my feet or whatever. Anyway, like last night, my wedding rings were so tight, I was like, I don't know if I can get these off. But yeah, today they're fine, which is good news. What else? Oh, it's been like fall here in Florida, which means 70 degrees in the morning, and then by 10 o'clock in the morning, it's like 90 degrees. But we've had the windows open for a bit, and the other morning, my husband was like, no kidding, wrapped up in 2 blankets, like around us. I was like, are you kidding me? It's like 75 degrees in the house. Anyway, he was wrapped up and I was like walking around in a tank top, I kid you not, and shorts, I'm pretty sure, or leggings, and I was sweating, and he was like, how are you sweating? I was like, how are you freezing cold? So the whole sweating thing has not gone away yet, unfortunately. I don't think it ever will. I'm just like always hot, always. Oh, another thing that happened at this appointment, at my appointment, is I got my Tdap shot, and I got my flu shot, and I got my last round of blood work, so I had like band-aids all over me, and my daughter just loves ripping them off of me, which is very delightful, but it brings her so much joy, so I'm like, here, take my band-aids off. Anyway, so my arm is like kind of sore from the flu shot, not so much the Tdap, but so I know vaccines are like a hot topic, but my daughter had pneumonia last year, so ever since she had that, she was in the hospital, she was like sick for months, she literally like could not sleep, would like stop breathing in her, I mean, it's miserable watching your child be sick. So not that we were anti-vaccine before, but her getting pneumonia just kind of like put the nail in the head for me for vaccines, and I was like, yeah, that's not happening again. So yeah, we definitely fully vaccinate, and I definitely get my flu shot because I don't need to get sick. What's gonna happen if I get sick? You know what I mean? So yeah, I wanted to share that with you because I know a lot of people are like, should I get the flu vaccine or like any vaccine? I am very natural and crunchy in a lot of my parenting ways, but I am full on vaccine for sure. So I thought maybe that was important for me to share with you if you were wondering. So that is it for my update. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.
It's called a hustle, sweetheart. Hustle. Do help. No.
Hey, Eleanor. You want to show me your tail? Oh, your tail. Yes.